Hey guys, Danielle here. This is Adrenaline Junkies workout number 2. I've posted a tutorial that I'll put a link in the description box below, so go ahead and go check that out if you haven't already. We're going to start with the first move, which is the Dragon Pendulum Lunges on our right leg. So go ahead and grab you a light, moderate, or heavy weight. I'm using a 15-pound weight. We're going to start with our feet spread about shoulder, a little wider than shoulder width apart, and step back into a curtsy lunge. But as you do, you bring the weight down by your left foot. You're not touching your back knee all the way to the ground. You're just a couple inches from the ground. And then as you come forward into the starting position, you lunge forward into a forward curtsy. And then press the weight up as you do. So lunge back and bring the weight down, lunge forward and press up. Each time you go down, keep your hips lined up. And if you can't go all the way to the ground, you can just keep the weight at chest level. And same thing when you lunge forward, instead of having to press up. If you can't do that, then just, once again, keep it at chest level. And we're going to take a 15-second rest and do it on the other side. Alright, coming up next we have the Renegade row calf raises. I was using two 15-pound dumbbells. You can go heavier, lighter, or no equipment at all. I show you how to do that in the tutorial. You want to hop down into plank, gripping the dumbbells, and do a push-up. As you come up, you roll with one arm back, and then either do a push-up again, or go ahead and do a row on the other side. And just make sure you do 2 push-ups. And then you'll place the weights right above your shoulder. Here, I'll wait until I catch up here. Place the weights right above your shoulder and then power up. And as you reach the top, you want to come up onto your toes and squeeze your calves. So place them right above your shoulder and power up onto your toes. And then back down again into plank. Do a push-up. Row, keep your elbow tight to your body, and as you're in plank and you're rowing back, try to keep your hips parallel to the ground. Don't let them shift up too much. Alright, up next we'll be doing the flutter kicks, hold, and leg lifts. So move your weights out of the way and lie on your back. While you're doing this, you want to keep your lower back pressed into the mat. You do not want a space between the mat and your back or your lower back. So lie down on your back and raise your legs off the ground and flutter your feet up and down. Each time your foot comes up, that's 1 rep. You'll be doing 20 reps. When you've completed 20, you will hold for about 2 to 3 seconds and then bring your feet up until they're even with your hips above you. And when you reach the top, you want to press up, bringing your hips and butt off the ground as high as you can. And when you come back down, do not slam down. Try to keep it slow and controlled. Alright, up next we have the tricep leg lift plank jacks up to reptile. You'll want to get in the plank position with your hands directly beneath your shoulders. As you bring yourself down, you'll want to pinch your sides with your elbows and hover just a few inches off the ground, or as much as you can. You do 2 leg lifts and then 2 plank jacks. Each time your feet come out, that's 1 rep. And then push the ground away from you using the heels of your hands. And then 2 reptiles. You saw me just do the downward dog. That was just to give my shoulders a break. So as you come up, you want to try not to arch your back. And just when you're doing the reptile, bring your knees up to your elbows. Next we have the 10 mountain climbers and 10 mountain sprints. So you'll want to start out in the plank position with once again your hands right underneath your shoulders and your back straight, your core tight. Draw your abs in. And once you do 10 mountain climbers, you jump up and do 10 mountain sprints. And just repeat back and forth until the full minute is up. Alright, our next move is the deadlift jump lunge. Here I believe I took a short break to take a drink of water and spill it on myself, because that's how I roll. Here I was using 2 15-pound dumbbells. In the video tutorial I show you how to do it without any equipment. But you want to grab your weights and put them on the outsides of your feet and start out in the lunge position. It doesn't matter which leg, we're going to be alternating back and forth. So start out with a jump lunge, bend over and grab your weights and power up onto the standing or your stabilizing leg. And do 1 deadlift, well actually 1.5 deadlifts. As you do the jump lunge, make sure your knee is in line with your toe. And then as you do your deadlift, make sure your back is straight. You're not humping your back or slouching your shoulders. So once again, 1 jump lunge, and try not to lose your balance. And do 1 deadlift, come all the way up, squeeze your butt at the top, and if you need to, tap down like I had to here. And continue alternating back and forth for the full minute. Alright, here we have the static curl press out. The weights I was using were actually a little heavy for me, but I went ahead and powered through. So you want to keep your arms in the static hold position at a 90-degree angle with your palms facing up. As you curl up, you want to squeeze at the top and then press out once you reach the starting position here. Press out away from your body. Here I had to take a short break, so if at any point you need to do that, that's fine. Just try to get back to it as soon as you can. Okay, now we're doing the plank pull 180 jump tuck. I was using a 20-pound dumbbell. You're going to want to place it right in front of where you're going to set up in plank position. Grab onto the weight and pull it down the center line of your body. As soon as you do that, jump up and do a 180-degree jump tuck. And alternate each time you turn around and return to plank position. You're going to alternate the arm that you use. So there I was using my right arm, jump, and this time pull the weight through with my left arm. Two more moves left, and we're on the crab walk breakdance push-up. It's also called the thread the needle push-up. So you're going to get into the crab walk or tabletop position. You're going to take 2 to 3 steps to the right or left. When you get to the end of the mat, you want to take your outside leg and pull it under your inside and do a single leg push-up. Reverse the movement, and then go the other direction. Take your outside leg under your inside, turn in that direction, turn your body in that direction, and do a single leg push-up, and then just back and forth. Last move before the bonus. This is the Turkish Launchers. I kind of took liberties here. The original name for part of this move was Turkish Getups, but I added on to it. So you're going to lay on your back. Here I'm using a 10-pound weight. On your back, you're going to lift the weighted arm above you, above your head, and keep it there as you bring yourself off the mat. When you reach the top, you want to lunge back with that same leg, the same side arm that you're using. And you want to gently place, you're going to go ahead and place your knee on the mat because you're going to launch up. As you come up, you're going to bring your knee up and also your arm. As you lunge down, you bring the weight down to your shoulder, but then you're going to launch up and bring both your knee and that same arm above you. Just match the movement. And then when you get to the bottom, switch arms. Up next, we're going to have a bonus round that's completely optional. If you aren't up for the challenge, go ahead and click out of this video. Leave any comments and questions that you might have. Please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. If you are up for the next challenge, set your stopwatch for 3 minutes. We're going to be doing one combo for the full 3 minutes, no breaks, no rest. I would suggest that you take, I think I took like a minute or minute and a half, I'm not really sure, I didn't time myself, break before this last bonus round. Also, you can do this full workout for 1 round or 2 to 3. It's about a little over 16 minutes. This was my second round on this. And you can either do the bonus at the very end, or you can do the bonus at after each round. So go ahead and set your stopwatches for 3 minutes. Or you can, I guess, just follow along with me. we're going to be doing the kick up single leg dive bomber. Go ahead and take this time to shake out your arms and your legs, towel off, and take a couple sips of water. Bring your heart rate down a little bit and even your breath. If you want, you can go ahead and fast forward to the bonus round. So you're going to lunge back. Here I'm going to be raising my opposite arm as a guide to how high I want to kick. In the video tutorial, I give you a modification for if you're not that flexible, which is perfectly fine. So you're going to switch legs at the top of the movement, lunge back, get into downward dog position, single leg downward dog position, and then a dive bomber with your leg extended back behind you. Dive bomber, it's got to be pretty much a controlled fluid motion. So you bring your head towards the ground, your nose, your chest, and then push your body up into a cobra from yoga. And then once you reach the top of that, you want to reverse the movement. And just once you complete the dive bomber, once you get to the top of that motion and get back to starting position, here, you want to lunge back up or step back up and then switch your legs. And we'll be doing this for 3 minutes. Excellent job, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave any comments or questions, and check back soon for upcoming workouts.